Hello, dear friends.
Hello, welcome to Mama's House. If you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Tanya.
My name is Manushak.
And you have found our YouTube channel, and we're so excited you're with us.
What are we doing today, Tanya?
I'm starving, so we're going to go get something to eat, for me at least. And then we're running errands because Manushak has a secret.
Yes, I do have a secret for you, dear friends. I'm not going to tell you about everything, but I will tell you the preview of my secret. So,
Sneak peek. It's called a sneak peek.
So me and my husband going to see our son. We did not see our son.
My husband and I.
Okay.
That's what happens when you're friends with a grammar teacher.
My husband and I, as Tanya said, going to visit our oldest son. We did not see our oldest son since January 2020. And we're going to visit. I don't want to tell you guys where we're going to visit.
It's a surprise.
Yes. As soon as we get there, it's a surprise. That's the truth. It's a surprise. I don't want to ruin the surprise. As soon as we get there, of course, I will tell you where we went. And I really, I and my husband, as Tanya said.
My husband and I.
My husband and I, as Tanya said, going to visit him, and we're really truly missing our son. So it will be a nice, beautiful surprise, and God bless America.
So this is Memorial Day weekend, so that's an appropriate saying. God bless America, and God bless all the soldiers and people that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and we remember them this weekend. For me, it's an important weekend. I come from a military family, in my culture, we normally go to the cemetery this weekend and honor all of our deceased relatives, whether they served in the military or not. You want to tell the God bless America story?
Yes. I can tell our friends our God bless America, but right now I want to just share that now I'm afraid even say me and Tanya, or Tanya and I, going to TJ Maxx. I want to buy a suitcase to put a lot of stuff for my son, take to him, and I want a cheap suitcase because I don't think that suitcase I will bring it back.
So I brought my suitcase to her and it wasn't cheap enough. It's this guy. She sent it back.
I remember that suitcase because I bought the same kind of suitcase, Tanya. We bought from Spain, and it was a very expensive suitcase, and I don't feel comfortable taking your good expensive suitcase and throw away. That's not right. So that's what I'm buying, a suitcase, and then of course I wanna go and buy a couple something new to wear. This is spring, and normally Tanya and I normally would go to California and buy our seasonal clothes. Of course, we would go twice a year because in Wisconsin only 2 seasons, either hot or cold. Talking about God bless America, dear friend, as I explained to you, I'm a registered nurse, and I worked in the spinal cord many moons ago, of course, but in the spinal cord unit, sometimes we would get a patient who will be stationary for 1.5 years. So we had one patient who was a frequent flyer. I don't know if it's appropriate to say, but forgive me.
We need to clarify. If you're not in the medical field, a frequent flyer patient is somebody that continually comes back. Because I think non-medical people might not understand that.
Maybe. He was he was always coming to our unit because he was burning the bridge with everybody. Nobody wanted taken care of, so they would leave it in an emergency department. Of course, we have to take it care of because we were the spinal cord unit, and he was paralyzed under ventilation, and he was, I think after the whole thing happened, he was a little mentally challenged. So he would fire everybody. And I'm taking care of him. And we were working 770. That means 7 days a week, 10-hour shifts, and then 7 days we are off. So can you imagine 7 days I'm taking same kind of patient who was extremely verbally abusive. Or he would, if he couldn't do anything else, he would start spitting.
I don't think people know the abuse that nurses go through.
No, a lot of people don't know. And a lot of nurses very much these days abused. Of course, it's a blessing to help people, and I never will regret it that I became a nurse. But nurses will agree with me. We go through abuse, we do go through nice attitudes. A lot of people are very nice towards nurses, but there is a few, like everywhere else in the customer service or medical field, you will get those. So we're not going to judge anybody at this point. I'm just telling my experience, what happened with that patient. So this patient was swearing at me and saying, I don't want to see your effing face. I don't want to do this. But he fired before me a lot of other nurses, so I would come home and cry, and I had anxiety, and I was taking care of him whole year because he had nowhere to go, and he had a right to refuse. If they found the place to go, he had a right to refuse. So
what does that mean? He didn't have to go to that other facility?
No, yeah. He refusing to go.
So he ultimately wanted to stay in the hospital.
Exactly. Correct. So I came home one day. I came home and I said, I'm not going to be anxious anymore taking care of this patient. It cannot, I got anxiety even going to work from that patient. And I decided, you know what? I am not going to do this. Every time he said something, I have to comply and say something positive. Not get upset, not get emotional. Of course, I'm not talking back to the patient. I am not telling something to shut up or something. I just was very politely, and then I would come out and start crying. So I decided not to. I started reinforcing something nice, and I'm thinking, anywhere else, like I worked in Soviet Union, and if patient did that, nobody would tolerate that. So only in America, nurses and medical field people are tolerating so much. And God bless everybody who's in the medical field, who's in the military, of course, to take all this stress. It's a huge amount of stress who works in the medical field. And here it is. Every time this patient said to me something bad, I was saying, God bless America. In my mind, I was saying only America tolerated this much abuse. And every time he did that, I would say, I'm not going to name his name. I would say, God bless you. God bless America, not God bless you. God bless America. Eventually, he became so angry after I was telling him whole 3 days, God bless America. She's like, Manushak, stop it. Manushak, stop it. I understand underlining word, what that means. I'm not going to repeat what he said. Probably, dear friends, you understood what he meant. But after that, I did not have much abuse from him. And of course, after that, I was burned out from spinal cord. After 6 years working in the spinal cord, I decided to move different unit, and I'm very happy where I am right now. That's the story.
God bless America. And God bless all of our soldiers and veterans and people that paid the ultimate sacrifice, and to their families.
This is our story for today. If you like our story, please put a thumb up and subscribe.
Click on the little dingy bell, because if you don't click on the bell, you won't get notification that we have a new video up.
And of course, friends, I will put up more videos where I'm going, my surprise place, and I think you will enjoy where I am going, and I would enjoy too.
She's going without me. I'm sad, but I hope she has a safe and fun trip. Manushak, I think we need to find a suitcase that's big enough that I can fit in so I can go with you.
No. You have to watch after my animals. This
watch
time,
after my kids.
Your kids,
and the
animals, and you
my
have
kids
to.
are not the animals, no.
No, we have animals in the barn. How about that? And supervise my son.
God bless America. Thanks
bless
for that
America.
responsibility.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us, friends. Have a safe weekend.
Bye-bye.